Welcome to Game Pulse. Today we're diving into 10 games you'll regret not knowing about sooner. Whether you're a seasoned gamer or just looking for something fresh, these games have flown under the radar, but trust me, they're absolutely worth checking out. From haunting narratives to mind-bending mechanics, these titles are packed with creativity and depth. Let's explore these gems, and by the end, I bet you'll have a few new games on your must-play list. Let's kick things off. Imagine being trapped on a doomed oil rig in the middle of the ocean during a violent storm. Still Wakes the Deep takes this fear and turns it into a gripping, claustrophobic horror experience. Developed by the Chinese Room, the minds behind Dear Esther and Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, this game leans heavily into environmental storytelling and atmospheric tension. You play as a worker on the rig, and as chaos ensues, you must navigate the collapsing structure, avoiding unseen horrors and trying to survive the disaster. What sets Still Wakes the Deep apart is its masterful use of sound design and lighting. The creaks of the rig, the pounding rain, and the occasional growls of something lurking in the shadows create an intense and eerie environment. Unlike many horror games, this one doesn't rely on constant jump scares. Instead, it builds tension gradually, making you feel isolated and vulnerable. It's more of a psychological horror, where your own imagination becomes your worst enemy. If you're a fan of slow-burn horror that gets under your skin, Still Wakes the Deep is a must-play. Its narrative-driven experience will leave you on edge long after you've put the controller down. Quick break for a message in my own interest. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe for more gaming videos and reviews. Hit the like button and leave a comment to support the channel. It really helps me out. Now back to the video. Enjoy the rest. Rhythm and roguelike? It's not a combination you hear every day, but Crypt of the Necro Dancer pulls it off beautifully. This game is a hybrid of rhythm-based gameplay and dungeon crawling, where you must move and attack in time with the beat. The soundtrack, composed by Danny Baranowski, is an absolute banger, and it's essential to the game's core mechanics. Miss a beat, and you'll likely find yourself overwhelmed by enemies. Each level is procedurally generated, keeping the experience fresh every time you dive into a dungeon. The combat is simple on the surface, but as you progress, it requires precise timing and strategic thinking. You'll face a wide variety of enemies, each with unique movement patterns that sync with the music, adding an extra layer of complexity to the combat. The game's charm doesn't stop at its mechanics. The pixel art is vibrant, and the characters are bursting with personality. As you collect gold, defeat bosses, and discover secrets, you'll find yourself constantly nodding along to the beat, both from the addictive gameplay and the killer soundtrack. If you're into challenging roguelikes with a musical twist, Crypt of the Necro Dancer is a game you'll regret missing out on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free.
At first glance, Doki Doki Literature Club seems like a typical visual novel. Cute girls, a high school setting, and plenty of romantic tropes. But if you think that's all it is, you're in for a shock. Beneath its adorable exterior lies a deeply unsettling psychological horror experience. The game begins innocently enough, with you joining a literature club and getting to know the four main characters. But as you progress, things start to go wrong. Very wrong. The game begins to break the fourth wall, manipulating your expectations and even toying with your computer files. What starts as a light-hearted dating sim quickly spirals into a chilling, mind-bending experience that questions your sense of reality. Doki Doki Literature Club is brilliant because it lulls you into a false sense of security before pulling the rug out from under you. It's an experience unlike any other, blending horror, romance, and metafiction in a way that keeps you guessing until the very end. Just be warned, it's not for the faint of heart. Speaking of games that mess with your mind, Pony Island takes the concept of a cute, innocent game and flips it on its head in the most unexpected ways. You start off thinking you're playing a harmless game about guiding a pony through various levels, but as you progress, it becomes clear that something more sinister is at play. Pony Island is a puzzle game at its core, but it's also an experience in deception, where the game itself becomes your antagonist. It constantly breaks the fourth wall, manipulates the UI, and plays tricks on your expectations. The puzzles range from simple logic games to complex challenges that require you to think outside the box, sometimes literally. What makes Pony Island stand out is how it uses the medium of gaming to create an experience that could only work in this format. It's unsettling, clever, and utterly unique. If you're looking for a game that will challenge not just your brain, but your perception of what a game can be, Pony Island is a must-play. If you're in the mood for something more relaxing, Dorfromantik is the perfect antidote to high-stress games. This indie gem is a peaceful, meditative puzzle game where you build beautiful, idyllic landscapes out of hexagonal tiles. There's no time limit, no enemies, just you, your creativity, and the soothing process of crafting a countryside. The goal is simple. Place tiles in ways that connect features like forests, rivers, and towns to create a harmonious landscape. As you place tiles, you'll earn points and unlock new biomes, creating an ever-evolving world that feels like a living painting. Dorfromantik excels in offering a calming yet engaging experience. It's the perfect game to unwind with after a long day, as there's no pressure to win or finish a level. It's all about creating something beautiful at your own pace. If you love puzzle games with a peaceful vibe, Dorfromantik is one to check out. Looking for a cooperative puzzle game that will test your communication skills? We Were Here is exactly that. It's a two-player co-op experience where you and a partner are trapped in a mysterious castle, separated by walls and distance. The only way to escape is by working together, using walkie-talkies to relay information and solve puzzles. What makes We Were Here special is the dependency on your partner. You can only see part of the puzzle, and they can only see the other part, so communication is absolutely key. The puzzles themselves are clever and varied, ranging from code-breaking to spatial challenges, but the real joy comes from the back-and-forth dialogue with your partner. It's an experience that demands trust, patience, and teamwork. If you're looking for a cooperative game that strengthens bonds and challenges your puzzle-solving skills, We Were Here is an excellent choice. For horror fans looking for something truly unsettling, Darkwood is a must-play. This top-down survival horror game takes place in a desolate, eerie forest where every step you take could be your last. The game's atmosphere is its strongest feature. It's a slow, creeping dread that builds as you scavenge for resources, barricade yourself in at night, and try to survive the horrors lurking in the dark. The twist with Darkwood is that it doesn't rely on jump scares or cheap thrills. Instead, it creates tension through exploration, limited resources, and a hauntingly oppressive environment. The narrative is cryptic, delivered in fragments through exploration, making every discovery feel like a revelation. Darkwood is a game that gets under your skin, slowly pulling you into its world of fear and isolation. If you're a fan of survival horror and love the feeling of vulnerability, this game should definitely be on your radar. Death's Door is an action-adventure game that combines fast-paced combat, puzzle-solving, and a beautifully crafted world filled with secrets. You play as a crow, whose job it is to collect the souls of the dead. But when one of your assigned souls is stolen, you're sent on a journey through a strange and fantastical world to retrieve it. The combat in Death's Door is fluid and responsive, with a variety of weapons and abilities that keep things interesting. The enemies you face are challenging, but the game strikes a perfect balance between difficulty and fairness. Exploration is rewarding, as the world is packed with hidden areas, treasures, and lore that enriches you explore. The world is full of mystery, and uncovering the many layers of its story is half the fun. Every boss fight feels epic, with the game taking cues from the Legend of Zelda series while maintaining its own distinct identity. The handcrafted art and fluid combat make Death's Door a standout, blending action, exploration, and a touch of dark humor. If you're into games that reward exploration and precision in combat, this is one you'll want to check out. The melancholic yet captivating tone will keep you hooked from start to finish. This Bed We Made is a narrative-driven mystery that takes place in the 1950s, where you play as a hotel maid uncovering dark secrets. It's a deeply atmospheric game, blending a noir aesthetic with personal, intimate storytelling. As you explore the rooms of the hotel, you'll stumble upon secrets, notes, and items that reveal more about the guests and their hidden lives. The gameplay is slower paced, focused more on exploration and uncovering the narrative rather than action. But the sense of intrigue is ever present. Each room you clean tells a story, and it's up to you to piece together the fragments of the larger mystery. The game also deals with heavy themes, such as power dynamics, guilt, and the human condition, all within the framework of a mid-century setting. For players who love diving deep into narrative-driven games with strong world-building and character exploration, This Bed We Made is one to add to your list. And there you have it, 10 games. You'll regret not knowing about sooner. Whether you're into atmospheric horror, deep narrative adventures, or rhythm-based roguelikes, these games offer something truly unique. Don't miss the opportunity to explore these hidden gems and expand your gaming horizons. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming content, and drop a comment below with the game you're most excited to try out from this list. Until next time, keep exploring and happy gaming. Thanks for tuning in to Game Pulse. If you enjoyed discovering these hidden gems, make sure to stick around. We've got more exciting content coming up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest gaming news and reviews. And remember, the best games are sometimes the ones you don't hear about right away. Keep gaming and see you next time.